And we are live on site, and as you can see, I have kitted up. I hope you are ready. I'm about to take you on a trail like never before. And join me, as you can see, work is going on. Follow me as I take you back to where we started 9 months ago.
We told you to plug in few months ago, but you didn't see the vision. Right now, this place is fast developing. As you can see, the road layout, everything, everywhere is being developed right now. And I can assure you for free that this is the best city Nigeria has ever seen.
Really, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Hello everyone, my name is Precious Ochaya and we are back at Madiba countryside, and it's been 1 year since we came here last year. So today joining me, of course, is Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Remember last year we stood around the same place and he told us to come back and ask how far. So we are here to ask you, sir, how far?
Can't you see? Can't you see? This one I'm talking I do.
Honestly, the action
now,
follow.
You see, it's been amazing. In fact, I wanted to shock people.
Yeah.
But the rain. Yeah. If you see the road, the last 3 months, trailers, cement, everything has just been stuck. Or else you would have been shocked with what we have in mind.
We are even shocked with what we are seeing.
Because this is a 2-story building.
Wow.
We had paid 100% for this project as of July. But they can't move because rain. So look at the road, it's already going on. So right now, when we came last year, it was pre-launch.
Yeah, pre-launch.
And then we launched in January. And right now, the entire land fully paid for and settled, checked. Register survey completely done, checked.
Wow.
Topographical survey completely done, checked. Approved layout now ongoing. That's what we're waiting for. CFO assessment paid for.
Wow.
CFO in process.
Oh my God.
Then fencing 30% done, because we are talking of 1,000 acres, so we have fenced 300 acres already. Wow. We still have 700 acres, so that's almost 4 billion. That one is going on. Now you can see NEPA poles. The gatehouse will be completed this year. And then you see the road. So we have a very wide road going all the way because we've done the topographical survey. So there is no reason for anybody not to plug in now, because I'm almost certain that by March 2026, so April 1st, it's not going to be April Fool. By April 1st, we'll be talking minimum 10 million. Minimum. Because by then, approved layouts will have been out. CFO should have been out. Yeah. So why should we sell it cheap? No, now.
Honestly, it's been a lot. You know, when you said this last year, it didn't look like it.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things you also said, that people are just, they don't believe. People don't believe. And I remember we came here in February. I actually thought that, oh, we're already doing well. This is 9 months later.
Yeah.
And this is so far. So if I could ask, as a developer, what has changed for you in that 1 year? Developing a city this large is a whole lot of space to develop.
It is actually. And one of the things I've realized is that a lot of people have been defrauded. A lot. Defrauded, deceived. They've paid money to developers and to real estate companies that didn't deliver. So there is a lot of trust deficit in the market. But by virtue of the fact that we've been in this thing for decades, the integrity, it has made people to trust us. And that trust has enabled us to be able to use the money to do the work. And that's why we are saying what we are saying. And then the fact that it's a coalition, because we are talking about over 25 developers coming together to turn this place into a city. We started out looking at 5,000 acres. Right now we are at over 8,000 acres.
Wow.
So what you have here now is 2,000. We are going to the next 2,000 that we have divided among 16 developers. And then we have the next 3,000 for the third batch. So, like I said, in 5 to 10 years, nobody will recognize this place anymore.
Yeah. Wow. So when you say that in the next 5 to 10 years, this place would have changed, what exactly is that change that we hope to
Okay, so now, number one, once you put infrastructures in place, automatically changes the game. One of the things we have done is that in the coalition, listen to this, we are not just buying the land, we are taking care of the infrastructure. We are not waiting for government. So every company in the coalition is bringing money into what we call the Joint Infrastructural Fund. So that Joint Infrastructural Fund is over 10 billion. So we are doing the road. We are bringing the masts for telecom. We are bringing internet. We are doing our own power station.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's going to be, the coalition is bringing about 10 billion.
Wow.
So all these things are things that are in the pipeline. And then when the government came, if you look at the road, what you see there is just half. The road is very wide. They say it has to be a dual carriage road. That because it's a city, that we are not doing estate planning, it's city planning. So that's why we have to move the gatehouse back. We have to, you can see the road very wide. So they came here and they said this must be done. We are doing everything. And I'm telling you, by virtue of the infrastructure, by virtue of the collaboration of the coalition, we are not waiting for government. We are doing all the infrastructure ourselves. You'll be amazed. By the time you get to the next one, now you'll see what's already happening. And then we are doing what we call the diaspora plots for people in diaspora. So the diaspora plots are plots of land that are fully fenced with gates.
Fully fenced.
With gates for people. So we have 300 of that. Okay. So you have 300 plots of land fully fenced with gates that diasporans will buy into. So there's nothing like, oh, what's happening to my land?
I gave my own.
And so it's amazing what's going to be happening here going forward.
You know, there's so much noise about the increment of price when it comes to countryside city. Yeah. So can you throw some light about, because people cannot grab their head around how we have like over 100% increase in less than a year.
Now you see, number one, when you say you are doing a pre-launch, a pre-launch means that people are trusting you with the vision to join you in doing it. So when we are doing pre-launch, all we did was to sign an MOU with the government, with the family, and make a deposit. At that point, no documents, no survey, nothing. That is the one that people will do and collect money and relocate and jump out their family, go and buy Jeep. But because we are not of such character, it is your money that we have used to pay. So if we are using your money, it means that we are doing joint venture now. You are part of us. So that's why you are buying cheaper. When we now launched, we did pre-launch at 500. Documentation we say is 500, developmental levy 1 million, which is 2.5.
Yeah, that's true.
So which is 2 million at pre-launch. When we launched at 1 million plus 1.5 became 2.5. But right now, you can go and verify this. You see this, all this caterpillar work is 180 million naira. The man is here. Go and ask him. I can put him on camera, let him talk how much he has collected. 180 million to cut grass. 180 million to cut grass. Because you have to cut everywhere for you to be able to do the topographical survey, at least be able to start all the infrastructural work. Just grass alone. So divide that by the number of plots, 180 million. Fencing is 4.1 billion to fence 1,000 acres. Divide 4.1 billion by the number of plots. So by the time you look at all that now, the topographical survey is there, approved layout is there, CFO is there. So by the time you put all the money together, you now divide it by the number of plots. That's why we help you know how much. Now, survey now, the state government is there. These things are facts you can verify. How much is a plot of survey in Ogun State? You go online, it is there. It's not a secret. Do you understand now? So are you not going to pay for survey? So when you are buying land, you have to now pay for survey that will go and give to government. Government will collect, surveyor will collect. It's like buying a car and asking for plate number. You have to go and pay plate number and vehicle particular separate. So everything will increase because as inflation continues to increase, the price of materials increase, everybody has to pay. So we have given them an extension, which I believe is expiring anytime from now, the 90-day concession. Once that is done, developmental levy, in fact, I was still saying that with this thing now, developmental levy alone may be going to 5 million just for developmental levy.
But I know that you are currently running the end of the year sale. So what is,
so right now,
people can have a chance.
Right now, we are giving people opportunity to pay 5 million.
Okay.
All inclusive. 5 million all inclusive. And then we are expecting that by April 1st, we should be able to now move to 10 million. And then we are no more rushing to sell or whatever, because the one we have sold now, we want to make sure we do the infrastructure and then we do the allocation to people. And I'm telling you, people will be surprised. I thought we'll be happy. I'm telling you.
We can see the handwriting is on the
So
wall.
this is not one of such projects.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So as we wrap up this episode, is there anything you want to say to?
So what I want to say is that if you have already bought and you have not yet made payment for your documentation and developmental, we do that now because the new price is coming up. If you have not bought, buy now. If you are bought, buy another one. So that you can lock it down, because the opportunity will not be there forever.
So you have heard it from the guru himself. If you have not bought, buy now. If you have bought before, buy another one, and see you at the top. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment at my CSTV Global, and follow us on all our social media pages. Also at Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. See you soon.
I would like the following people to please find their way to come and stand beside me so that I can introduce them to you. Our general manager, our realtor manager, the surveyor, the engineer, and then Mr. Gbenga and surveyor Malik. All the people that are working, want to introduce you to them so that you will know what everybody is doing. And then for those of you that are also planning to do the same thing, you can always pick their brain to assist you. So let's start with those that bought. So if you bought from us, we already told you that we are hoping that by first quarter of next year, we are going to be doing physical allocation. And we are still working towards that. Now, if you bought last year, or you bought early this year, or you bought in the middle of the year, let's all continue to do what we can do to ensure we play our parts. Our responsibility is to play our part to ensure that we do the physical allocation as soon as possible. 1,000 acres of land is not a joke. And I can tell you for free, since we started November last year, we have not even been able to fence up to 300 acres. We are at about 300 acres now, and the journey is still very far. If you look at this building right now, this is supposed to be the gatehouse. It's a 2-story building. Where the engineer is here. He was paid 100% of the money for this project as of July. But you know what the rain has been doing. So it's been raining. So machine will stop on the road, caterpillar will stop. So it's not, as money is coming, we are doing the work. The plan today was to shock you. I wanted us to meet in the first floor, inside air condition. But the rain is just, so this is engineer, Sheson is the engineer here, doing all the engineering work here. Where is Surveyor Adeogun? Now this is the estate site manager here. All the fencing work, borehole and everything. This is Benga, is one of our staff. And this is Surveyor Malik, is our internal staff. So they are the one doing all the lighting, the curves and everything. And then we have Surveyor Adeogun. This is the surveyor for the entire coalition. The entire coalition. So all those of you, so this is the surveyor for the entire coalition. So all those of you that are part of the developers, when we leave here now, we're going to leave here latest by 2 o'clock. We are now going to the next location. That next location is 2,000 acres that we have divided among 16 developers. So we'll go there so that you will see the other part, because like I said, we're looking at 8,000 acres in total. What we have here now is like 2,000 acres, our own, and Realtor Max. You saw Realtor Max when you came in. They are the first set, we are the second. Then the next one is 2,000 acres, and we have 16 people. The next one is 3,000 acres. And in that 3,000 acres, we are now going to divide the next set of people in the third batch. So if you have bought from us and you have paid for your documentation, congratulations. If you have not paid for your documentation, please note, we have said this from the beginning, until you pay for documentation, you cannot be physically allocated. Because your documentation is what we use to pay for them to do your survey and give you your documents. So if you have not paid, we have done extension. When is the extension finishing? The 90 days. 30th of November. So let's introduce to you our general manager. I know you've heard from her before. So this is the general manager, Mrs. Abiola. And this is our realtor manager, Mrs. Gift. So these are the Ogapatapata of them all, and then they run things. So if you bought from us and you have not paid for your documentation, please, you have the next 29 days to do that, because the price has changed. Now, if you have not paid for your developmental due, also do that so that you will plug it. So let me explain that developmental due. It's not compulsory that you pay for developmental due now if you are doing land banking and you want to resell. What it means is that when you sell, whosoever you sell to is the one that will come and pay. But let me tell you one thing. Developmental levy was 1 million. Now it's 3 million. Before you know it, it will be 5 million. Is it not better for you to pay the 1 million so that when the person is coming, you are making the profits of the increase? Because if somebody wants to buy land from you in 2 years' time, and you now tell the person the land is 20 million, but after you pay, you go and pay the company another 5 million, it will look somehow then. So I will advise you, if you don't have the plan to pay. Because by the 30th of this month, the 90-day concession is gone. Developmental fee is 3 million already. But if you pay now, it's easier for us to gather the money and continue the work so that we'll be able to beat inflation. So for everybody that has paid, your land is in here. Right now, we have sold to over 1,000 people, but less than 500 of you have paid for documentation and developmental levy. That means we have like 2 billion in your hand. If we have that 2 billion now, there's nothing to do with the money. You just continue the work. For those of you that are the members of the coalition, we already gave you the layout so you know where you are. So once we leave here now, we're going to go to that place by 2 o'clock so that the surveyor can now give you where your own is. And then we have also given you the cost for the survey. Once you pay for the survey, about how many surveys we are doing now? Like 6? 6 companies have paid for their survey. And their survey will be ready by the end of this month. So you can quickly pay your own because they are going to change price. Anything we say, go and verify. They are going to change price. So Abeokuta is there. Go and call anybody you know. They are going to change price by January. So that what change? See. So they are going to change price. So that you will not say, but that's the price you gave me that time. Whatever price you are giving, if you don't pay on time, once price is changed, that's the end of it. So that's that. Then for those of you that are our realtors, I will advise, if you are a realtor, that this video we are doing now, which we are going to put on YouTube, you make sure that you spread the video to your customers. Because you see, educational marketing is very important. A lot of people have been scammed and defrauded. So when they don't have clarity, when there is no clear communication, it's looking somehow. Because how can you say a land of 500,000 is now 5 million? How? These people will just be sitting there in their condition. They'll just be changing price because people don't understand how these things work. So when you let them see all these videos, they are able to now get educated. As people ask questions, just like we did in February, and we answer the question, that we give answers to your customers. And if you have any customer, I hope you know as a realtor that land matter is forever. Even if it's 10 years time, if everything goes well, they will thank you. If anything goes on, they will call your name. So my advice is don't be someone that has a mindset of consumption and a survivor where you just want to collect commission and run away. No, stand with your customer till the end. And one of the ways to stand with them is to encourage them to play their parts. We send emails to people, they will say they don't see email. I just came in from London this morning. I was in London as at yesterday night. I just came in this morning. As at yesterday, a customer was in my house in London, coming to beg that I didn't read the email. When it was when you told me, can you give me extension? I said, there's no extension. Because everybody cannot deny effective communication from us. Every month we send out email. Every quarter we send out email. People will not read emails. So please, tell your customer, if they have not paid for their documentation, there is no physical allocation. No. Because when we are allocating other people, so that's not when they will not say, where is my own? Your own is not going to be allocated until you pay for documentation. And then if they have not paid for developmental levy, tell them to pay. Then for those of you that are customers, that you are still thinking, well, think no more. This land you are seeing now was 500,000 in November, December. We launched it in January at 1 million. Right now, we are at 5 million all inclusive. And I can tell you by the 1st of April, it's not April Fool. It's April reality. It will be 10 million minimum. Why? The entire perimeter survey of this land is out. Registered. The topographical survey, done. Gates house, almost done. Fountain, planting, road, everything, work is going on. Now the government has come here. You can see the road, massive. How many? Explain the road, because the city just be like express.
It's 24 meter.
Eh?
24 meter. 24 meter.
24 meters. That's the road. So this one you are seeing kept now is half. The other half comes this way. So it's 24 meters. The government can say no, you can't do that small road. This is the road you must do. So they have come. God, we are doing approved layout already. So they have said do this. So say, you are chopping land and land will for sale. You can't talk there. They say no, you have to do this. You have to do. Now we are doing everything that they told us to do. But that is money. So we are already doing this. The CFO. They have given us assessment. So work is going on. By the time we pay, is the only reason why we have not paid for all these things now is because you people have not paid us. If you pay for documentation and developmental levy, we pay. And once you pay, before you know it, CFO is out. Before you know it, approval layout is out, and everybody is smiling. So if you are a customer, plug in now because the price will not reduce. And I'm letting you know that anything you buy from us or from anybody that is part of the coalition, you are covered. I'm standing here to now tell you, any company, you can see all their signboard everywhere, their CEOs are here. Any company you buy land from in this coalition and you have problem with them, me, I have the koboko for all of them. So you have nothing to worry about. If you have any question, where is the second microphone? You go straight to the point. You ask your question, we answer your question.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Emmanuel.
Okay.
One of your Realtor, sir.
Okay, you are a realtor.
Yes,
okay.
One of my clients bought a land at February. And
Okay.
he bought one plot, and then before your birthday for the promo launch ends, they want to acquire another 5 plots, making 1 acre. But the question is asking that I've already paid for the documentation. That can the documentation fee cover for the 1 acre? Which I spoke with the managers. He said that what they can do is that they can give us 50% discount. Like instead of for him to pay 1.5 for the 3 million for the acres, they can give us 50%. And what clarification on this one?
What clarification do you need? If the manager has told you, whatever they tell you is they are the one that run things. So you what you need clarification as per whether you should pay more or what?
What you want to buy more, but he said that can it possible for that?
So let me explain this to you. When we started, we said if you buy 1 acre, if you buy 1 plot, documentation is 500.
Yes,
but if you buy 1 acre, instead of documentation being 3 million, you pay 1.5 as long as it is one name, not commercial. Because in survey, the higher the size, the lower the price. So there is no point charging you times 6 when you are buying 1 acre. Because it's not about making money. We will make money, but not too much like that. So now if somebody has bought 1 acre and 1 plot before and has paid 500 for the documentation,
yes, sir.
the person now want to buy 5 plots extra later, that person is supposed to pay 2.5 million for the documentation. But you now beg them. They now say no problem. We will join the thing together to become 1 acre. And instead of paying 3 million, you pay 1.5. So what don't you understand? They are helping you now. Because if now me you come meet go, I no go collect 1.5. Now 3 million you go pay. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Can we have more questions, please? Don't worry.
So any other question?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
So my question is, please, is there any promo for this period?
The promo is 5 million now instead of 10 million.
Is there
5
any
million
promo
all
for
inclusive.
acre buying and all that?
And if you are buying an acre, there is no promo, but we can give you a discount on the documentation. We'll give you discount on the documentation, but there's no promo. Even if you are buying 100 plots, you can see that work is going on. We need money. Another question?
All right, we have somebody behind.
Okay, yes, sir.
Good afternoon, my name is Philo Anomola, and for a prospective customer and who is willing to do land banking, once you buy, does it start, your banking start immediately or it is after documentation?
Now, for this estate, every land banking ends in December 2027. From January 2028, regardless of when you buy, January 2028, everybody will pay development, maintenance and security fee monthly. From January 2028, because by then, this place will not be a place. A security consultant company came here today. We are discussing. Right now, since last year, we have been paying salary for security here. So if I pay salary for 3 years, I never try. So from January 2028, so even if you buy in December 2027. By January 2028, you start paying every month. So that monthly money is what we used to be paying for the entire security. We're going to have vans. We're going to have bikes. This 1,000 acres. So we're going to have tricycle. We're going to have all kinds of vehicles. We're going to have people living here. We're going to have. And who will pay their salary? Now all of us that they work for now. So now you can see that we are doing light. There will be lights. We are going to have solar lights. So it's so much. So from that January 2028, whatever land banking you are doing, you start paying monthly. It's already in the contract. Yeah. God bless you.
My question is about, it's a common sense estate, it's a common sense. What's the common sense in the entire approach? And I want to think what actually marks you up. The one other question is that because of this very multifaceted as well, you have realtors, you have a combination of people. Now, how inclusive is going to be that those who buy in as resident owners, how much in terms of governance, development plan, they will have an input into it as well?
Okay, so number one, the first common sense there is collaboration. Many real estate companies go into development alone. From your accent, I see you're international one way or the other. Now, wherever you came from, I just came from the UK this morning. If you are doing a development, the government will bring lights to you. You plug in, gas, you plug in, water, you plug in. Yeah, now can you see anything like that? No, we have to do everything by ourselves. We do the lights, we do the road, we do everything. So the first common sense approach here is coalition. Instead of only one person going, let's do it together. And that's why by the time all of us put resources together, it will be easier to use the money to do the development. So we have, apart from people buying from the 8,000 acres, each developer 50 acres is the minimum. Some have 100, some have 200. We have 1,000. Now, apart from them buying, everybody is also now paying a joint infrastructural deal. That money is going to be about 10 billion that we're raising among ourselves, no government. With that money, we'll do the road. With that money, we'll do the power station. With that money, we'll do the solar station. With that money, we'll do the mass for electricity, for internet, and also for calls. And so that alone gives us a leverage to be able to ensure that whatever we are promising within the next 10 years, so it's a 10-year project, everything will be done. Now, the next thing is that by the time you are bringing a lot of people together, there is innovation and creativity coming up. So you find out that one of them, for instance now, is they did a program last week, Saturday. I was invited. I joined them online. And when I saw what they are doing, I'm like, wow, this thing is beautiful. Because people are now thinking outside the box. Because one of the challenges we have in the real estate sector is that everybody seems to be doing the same thing. But you see, right now in this coalition, the method is what is saturated. The market is not saturated. But with this now, everybody can do all kinds of stuff. Some people are just doing farming. Some people are just doing recreational side. Some people are doing purely residential. Some people are doing purely commercial. It's amazing what's going to be happening. Then when it comes to governance, now for this particular estate is joint governance. Because one of the things we have realized from all our other projects is that when you are managing an estate for people, they think that you are making money. So they need to be part of the management so that they can see things for themselves. I've been a part of many estates. Let me give you 2 examples. In one of the estates we did, they say, you people will just be increasing price. You people will just be changing price. You will not call us for meeting. You will just be unilaterally. As the chairman of the board, I said, these people don't know we are helping them. Let's hand it over to them. So we called the meeting and we handed it over to them. Now then they know say politics, past politics. Less than 8 months later, they called us and said we should come and take over again. But if we did not do that, they would think that there is money that we are eating somewhere. Everything is mathematics. We had the property we just did now, 12 units. And 12 units, we said everybody, service charge is 50,000 per month. That's 600,000 per annum. Now, 50,000 per month for the 12 units is 600. Now, we now told them in July that with the way Nigeria is going, from January to be 100,000 per month for each apartment. What do you mean? You people just unilaterally. So I said no problem. So we called them into a meeting. Should be one meeting. So we called the security people, the security company that gave us 6 security staff, 3 during the day, 3 in the night. We said, how much is your salary? This is the contract. We gave it to them. We say, yeah, cleaner, where is your own? Then PSP, where is your own? Local security, where is your own? Police. By the time they saw we're spending 1,040,000 every month since January, but we have been collecting 600 from them. We are now saying, let's make it 1.2 so that from next year we will not be. So I said, so we are handing over to you. Go, no, continue. So sometimes the best approach for me is joints. We have another estate on Orchid Road where everybody said they want 24 hours electricity. Then COVID came, diesel increased, everything increased. By the time we started charging them, they say it's too much. Bambi never come. Oh. Now ordinary COVID and diesel, and they now call the meeting that they don't want 24 hours again. The resident, they say they don't want, that they are okay with 12 hours. Wow. By themselves. So that's what we're going to do here, joints. So we're going to have residents, and then we're going to have the company, and together we'll run the whole thing. And then we're going to have a lot of consultants, because I have believed over time, stay in your lane. So I brought a security consultant, the company, they came here today now to see this place so that they can join us from beginning. So we are going to be outsourcing majority of the work. So it is easy for everybody. So security company, bring security. Cleaning company, bring cleaning. Do you understand now? Instead of you wanting to be the owner of everything, it's going to be difficult. So that's the plan.
On the back of what you said, I've got two other questions.
Yeah, no problem.
One is the fact that are you chewing too much? Are you getting yourself involved in too much? How sustainable is this, say, when you're no longer within it?
Yeah, that's why it's a company.
That's the governance aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because I can see from what you're saying that a lot of it you're putting the reputation on yourself. Obviously, which is good. I mean, as a starter. But when you hands off as well, by way of governance, because one of the things you've said in your governance, like the lack of inclusivity, where those people are asking you to give account whilst you increase, because you've not involved them right from the outset.
Yeah,
you've run it, and obviously because they were so ignorant about how much you were paying, the cost of it, that was why they were asking you those questions.
Yeah.
But if you had instituted an inclusivity in terms of your management approach, that was what I'm thinking about here.
Yeah.
Because how big it is now, that would have been great, because people would not need to, if you have a resident rep or whatever representing them whatsoever, that would be great. Because
now you see, I understand. So the difference between that is this. You came to buy a house from me. A house I have built 100%, and I gave you key. You are not involved in how I got to that bus stop.
No, of course not.
So you should trust that if I can finish the house and sell to you and tell you these are the terms that I have factored it in, because I don't want like 12 units. I told the man, I said, you live in Spain. Inside this apartment, you are in Spain, somebody is in North Carolina, somebody is in London, somebody is in Port Harcourt, only 3 people are in Lagos. I should be calling meeting. Over 12 units. When we are talking thousands of units, don't you think that is my manager that should be meeting with you people? But no, I know where you're going. So now, because those projects were housing projects, we can say, okay, we have done it, come in, like the one I said, light. We sold the house to you with 24 hours electricity. And we told you how we are going to charge you. That with NEPA bill, this is the charge from NEPA, we are adding this. It is documented. And then when there's no light, we'll on generator from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. The cost of the diesel, everything was explained. That's why they could come back, because it is documented. Because there are few units and there are houses. This one is not house. This is land. So because you are involved in land, by the day they come for allocation paper now, the day we are doing fiscal allocation, our allocation documents, one of the clauses there is that you are now automatically a member of the resident association. All decisions going forward, you are going to be involved. It's part of what they will collect the day we are allocating them, because this is now land, not house. So at that point, the work continues. Each estate has its own manager and has its own board. I'm just the oga on top of everything. So I show up, I disappear. That's why I introduce people to you. I show up, I disappear, because it's not about me. It's about a company. All this coalition we are doing now, it's a company. There's corporate governance. Whether I'm there or not, what goes on? Some estate I've never been there for almost 2 years, and everything is going on fine. Nobody's complaining to anybody. Yeah.
Just last question.
Yeah.
In terms of, we've seen the advent of real estate and the rest of it, many estates is sprung up in Nigeria.
Please let him ask his question. Now, no come out. Because the question is asking will help us bring more information that will help educate people. Yeah.
In all that is going on in Nigeria,
Yeah.
Is there any land lesson that you brought in? Because when you see all these things, there have been lessons that have been learned from those who have done it well, those who have failed as well. Are you bringing that on board to incorporate that into it so that you don't reinvent the wheel, I suppose?
Yeah, the major lesson that is here is getting government involved in the project from the beginning. That's the major lesson here. Because most of the time, before we came in here, I don't know if anybody was here when we came in October last year to have meeting. The government was here, the senators was here, the local government chairman, all the kings of the different villages. We sat down, shared the vision, heard from them. It's on video. We have all these things recorded. Now, why did we do that? We did that because we don't want any government to come tomorrow and say they are not aware that we exist. So we had that meeting with them October last year, and we told them one major problem we have here is road. Another problem is there is no network. What are you people going to do about this, about that? And they told us they will see what they can do. By the time we came in contact with them, January this year, we had another meeting, went to the state, sat with the government. They told us that they don't have any plan at all for this area, because the next governor in 2027 is coming from another area. That's where they want to focus on. When they told us that, we said no problem. We called ourselves together. We are the government. So all of us now told ourselves we are going to pay joint. That's where the 10 billion is going to come from. Because now, since we know there is no government, we are the government. We are taking it upon ourselves to do that. So now, when we wanted to start this project, we now brought them in, fencing everything. If you look at this project, this one now, you can see it. 1, 2, 3. This is exactly what is here. Yeah. When they came, they said, no, you have to start all over again. That because in the future, this road is going to be dual road. So anybody buying the other side must move so we have to start all over again. You can see now that one is now 17 million wasted. But it's good because they are involved. They are the one that told them, me, I will not do this kind of road. Though. Because now this is land for me to sell. Prime. But so if you have followed everything they have told you to do, yeah, so that's the major thing. Because every other thing, by the grace of God, we've been around for like 3 decades doing the same thing. So we've got it covered. But the thing we cannot control is government.
You've answered some of my questions, but what I'm saying, the question is the fact that all the estates, there's a boom in estates.
Yeah.
The lessons learned from those who have done it well and those who have not done it well. How are you bringing that to factor here? Because you can see that that's what I think that's one of the challenges that we have in Nigeria. We don't do that. We've run something. What are the lessons learned? So that when we want to do it again, how can we improve on those lessons?
Okay, so now that's the whole masterclass. I have the answers, but let me just give you 3 examples. Number 1, 3 examples of those that have done it well. 3 examples of those that have not done it well. Let me start with those that have not done it well. Number 1, they did not do their due diligence before buying the land. Number 2, they did not keep to their promises, both to the owners of the land and to their customers. And they were not carrying people along. There was no effective communication. And then number 3, they were spending money that did not belong to them. Do you understand now? They were spending money that did not belong to them. And because they were spending money that did not belong to them, they did not have money to be able to do what they promised that they're going to do for people. We are not of such, because we are, by the grace of God, that's how we need money to just do this stuff so that we can be having assets. So now, then on the good side, number 1 is making sure that you have good documentation. Your CFO, your approved layout, government is involved, everything is done well. That's number 1. Number 2 is infrastructure. Making sure that you are not just doing site and service without service. Do you understand now? No service. So, but that service is money. Drainage, light, water is a lot. So you can buy land for 5 million and infrastructure will be 20 million. But people don't understand that I bought land for 1 million. Why are you telling me to pay 5? Because they don't understand that infrastructure is multiple. So that's what some people have done, and it has given their land massive value. That people that did not see at the beginning now see that, oh wow, I should have bought into it then. Number 3 is we have now realized, which we are changing here now, we are not doing off-plan sales. Off-plan takes you off-key because of inflation. So we are not selling any house until we have gotten to 70% of the houses. We are not selling anything that we have not gotten covered. So those are the angles to that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, sir.
Thank you. My name is Peter. I'm here in respect of Shegebi.
Okay.
Yeah. You've answered some of my questions, like the road network. I
I think that is settled. The second one is I bought some. I'm buying for investment. I have some at Moe site. It was later I was told that I have some charges to pay before allocation. You know, I don't know if this is the same here. You know.
So now, if you are buying anything from us, our first contract document is our application form. Everything is on our application form. We don't have any hidden discussion. So if you are buying anything from us, it's right there on the application form. You are buying land, you will pay for this later and we'll document it. If you are buying everything inclusive, we'll document it. So for people sitting down here right now, we have three sets of people. We have people that bought pre-launch, and when we gave them the contract of sale, we told them. And in the form, it was already there before they paid. We told them, don't pay until you read and sign. When they did launch, we did the same thing. But when we did birthday promo, we now combine everything together. So from birthday promo, the form was different. It's all inclusive. So anybody buying from us now is all inclusive. And the reason why we did that was at the beginning, we needed people's money to pay. Now, anybody that has eyes can see that if they are telling you better pay. So there's no point breaking it. Pay. That's what we're doing now. God bless you.
The third question, sir. If I'm reselling in future, perhaps, those other people insist that a certain percentage has to go to them. Will this happen here?
Any estates, because I'm the one training them, many of them. Any estates, when you are buying land from me, I sold land to you. The day you want to sell the land to somebody else, you have to come back to me to know that the file I have is no more your own. I have to change it to somebody else's file. I have to chop part of the profit now to open another file. Only you want chop arm. If you sell land now in anywhere in this country, if I sell land to you, you have to go to the government for governor's consent. So when you buy land from me and you want to sell my land, you have to come for developers' consent. You must settle. Yeah.
The question I want to ask is, okay, for instance, I buy from you now. So in case of the CFO, will you be the one processing it, or have you the one processing it?
There is one CFO for the entire estate, so nobody is getting CFO. Everybody is getting a deed of assignment. Yeah, so it's one CFO. Okay.